and gentlemen, welcome to State of the Squadron 37. I want to say 30, yeah, 37. Here we are. It's been a while. How you been doing? I was away in Tampa for a week or so to visit family, and family came up here, and then I just got lazy, but I thought, you know what, there's a lot happening. We definitely need to get a video out, so here we are. So why am I outside on this patio? Well, remember, was it 2 months ago or so when I picked up the Oculus Quest? I want to talk about VR a bit too. But if you watched the beginning of the video, I was in the car with Ninja Girl.
What do you mean $400?
It's for the kids.
Oh my God, get lost.
So that patio furniture can wait another week, right? We don't need patio furniture. So here's a tip for you guys getting married. It doesn't matter what toy you're buying, how expensive it is. Your wife will be getting patio furniture, whether you like it or not. And you know what? I was kind of hesitant at first, but check it out. I mean, she did a beautiful job. It does look pretty good. So, yeah, I wish we had did this earlier. She was right. We did need it. But check, oh, while we're here, take a look at these plants. Cherry tomatoes. This plant has been spitting out tomatoes all season long. It's a bit dry now. It's been very hot here in North Carolina. But, oh, while we're here, Thai basil, normal basil. Oh, and you know what? We have a pepper plant growing here. Actually, Seth came by, and Seth is a big connoisseur of peppers, and we don't know what kind of pepper plant this is, but he did, I think, identify that as serrano pepper. It's almost ready to eat, Seth. I'm going to try it out soon, but here, while we're here, this is funny. See this guy down here? What seems to be my underwear holding something. Our neighbor gave us this plant and told us it's cucumbers. And then this little thing started growing on it, and my daughter's looking at it, and she goes, "Daddy, that looks like a watermelon." I go, no, honey, that's a cucumber. But it turns out she was right, the wisdom of children. And so we have a vertically growing watermelon plant, and hopefully that sling is going to support the watermelon. But let's get to more important things. We have a lot to talk about. Why the hell is that crabgrass still here? I swear, I sprayed crabgrass control. What is this? Why is it there? You know, why is it that crabgrass control seems to make crabgrass grow more? I don't get it. But anyway, let's go inside and start this up. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. I am Montoya. State of the Squadron is a show where I talk about things happening in and around Star Citizen and the best organization, Test Squadron. I messed that up. State of the Squadron is a show where I talk about, I haven't done it for so long. State of the Squadron is the show where I talk about things happening in and around Star Citizen, and Test Squadron, which is, as you know, the best squadron in all of Star Citizen. Yes. Let's move on. I want to start off by welcoming, it's been so long since we did this, I have to welcome all the new members that have made their way to Test Squadron. Guys, welcome. And it is a pleasure and an honor to have you join us. If you want to join Test, our org page, which is always listed below in the description, is there. And let's give a shout out to a couple of new members. Let's see here. Wombat65, hello. You look like a picture. You look like a man. Yes. General Disarray. I don't know why your name is familiar. Yes, I know it's from South Park, but filthy affiliate. Looking Glass, Kung Fu Fighting, Space Bruce Lee. That's a bit of a coincidence. How is Kung Fu Fighting and Space Bruce Lee back-to-back new members? Suspicious. We'll have to investigate this. I'm kidding. We want to investigate. Welcome, guys. Good to have you. Captain Metal Locomotive, Crazy Horse, Eru, Furberg, Emperor Altros, Emphasis, Wolfie, Just Booty, Anthony Valentine, Valor Knight, Caesar, Wadi, and everyone else who's joined over the past 2 months. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Test Squadron. It is great to have you. What I want you to do, new members, right away, is come to our discord.gg/test, drop in there, say hello. Once you've done that, you have to, and this is important, come to testsquadron.com, log in the forums, and say, "Hi guys, great to be here." No, you don't have to. You don't have to do anything really. But it's good to break the ice. And if you don't do it now, I know you are a lazy bastard and you won't do it later. So with that said, welcome everyone, and let's jump into what's happening in Star Citizen, starting with a bit of the Star Citizen roadmap. And let me just remove the camera from there. So here we go. All right, 3.6.x. Origin 890 jump. 76% done, plus 6%. Yes, very, very exciting stuff. Can't wait to see that in the game. Looking at 3.7 going down there, nothing much exciting happening. The Aegis Vanguard Sentinel. Oh, I have a Sentinel on buyback. I'm curious to see if this will be making its way back into my hangar. We'll see about that. Some kind of frag pistol. Let's look at 3.8. Nothing much happening. New Babbage landing zone, plus 2%. Exciting stuff. Otherwise, not much happening there. Let's take a look now on our forums. Actually, oh, you know what? I wanted to talk about this very quickly. And this, I've seen this a couple of times. People complaining about the Inside Star Citizen videos. And, let me just, what's our time like? Okay, let's talk about this for 5 minutes. The issue is, what's going on here is, people subscribe to Star Citizen and they want to see content. And lately, and especially with this new show, Inside Star Citizen, it's not as long as the old shows used to be. The old shows used to be 45 minutes, an hour sometimes, and reverse the verse. A lot of time was put into making these shows, and obviously it's been condensed a lot now. Why is that? Here is my take on it, and I haven't seen this mentioned much anyway. If you do have a YouTube channel and you look at the stats of your videos, what you see when you look at the stats of viewership is that when you start your video, there's 100% of people watching. As the video continues in time, the number of people actually watching drops off dramatically. And at the end, you have maybe 10, 15, 20% of the original viewers only watching right to the end. In this video, there'll be something very exciting happening at the end. So you have to watch all the way through. But this holds true for any video. 100% of viewers at the beginning, and towards the end, hardly, maybe 10, 15, 20% make it to the end. Most people leave in the middle, some people 3/4 the way through. You have to go make dinner, you have to go pee, you have to go eat. There's something comes up, people leave. So what Star Citizen, what RSI, what CIG has done, in my opinion, is they looked at their stats and they said, we're making these long 45-minute videos, but hardly anyone is making it to the end. What we're going to do is condense it down, get as much as possible in a short amount of time frame, and put out that way. And look, not everyone's happy about that. I mean, this guy's saying he's considering stopping his subscription, which, you're free to do. But at the same time, the viewership stats is one thing. There's another thing, and that is we are approaching, ever so slowly, the release of Squadron 42. And the less we know and see about it, the more effective the marketing will be. What does that even mean? Well, it's very simple. CIG is going to be spending millions on marketing. They're going to tease you with all these beautiful images and space fighters and ships and things happening. And then the screen goes blank. And it says, join now or pre-order now. The marketing push needs to tease you, not give everything away. And the problem they have now is we are used to seeing so much happening and revealed to us. And now they're showing us, as some guy said down here, he said, well, something about a biscuit. They're going to show us, not this thread, it's another thread. Basically, some Redditor said, you know what, they're going to spend 15 minutes showing us how they made a chocolate chip cookie or some biscuit, which is true. They're not really showing us the good stuff. The good stuff they're keeping for the big marketing push. All these good things here in the brown and the blues and Babbage and the moons. I suspect we'll be seeing less and less of that as we go forward, because the less we see, the more effective their marketing is. That's what they're thinking anyway. That's my thought. Let me know. What do you think? Are you disappointed in what Inside Star Citizen is showing lately? Let me know. Post your comments below. With that said, let us go over to the forums. And there's a lot happening here. Some very interesting conversations I want to touch on. I don't think we can touch on everything. There's not enough time. But all right, the Submato thing. Who here has been following that? All right, Submato is a YouTube. I think it's about 100 and something thousand followers, subscribers. Not a small YouTuber, it's a medium-sized YouTuber, I guess. And what happened here? This is an interesting story. Take-Two Interactives has been trying out something on Twitch, and you guys who play Warframe will recognize what this is. When you play Warframe and you go watch a Twitch streamer streaming Warframe, you can get drops from their stream. You'll be watching the stream, and suddenly a gift will come up and say, okay, it's a cosmetic item, or maybe it's a rare gun even. And just by watching the stream, you can get items for your game in Warframe. It's a great system, and I think this is exactly what's happening with Borderlands 3. Is that you'll buy Borderlands 3, you go watch your favorite streamer play, and while watching that stream, there'll be drops, be it cosmetics, a rare gun, who knows what it is, and you can claim it from the stream onto your account. It's a great way to promote streamers, to keep people engaged, to keep them watching people playing, which makes you play more. So it's a very good system, works wonderfully with Warframe. And what happened here is this is all in testing by Take-Two Interactive at the moment. And Submato, not that he discovered this, but he went and he got thumbnails from all these secret Twitch channels that Take-Two has been experimenting with this feature with. And I think where things went wrong here with Submato, okay, his YouTube channel got a bunch of strikes, he's fighting that, but more importantly, and strangely enough, his Discord server got taken down. And what I suspect the problem is here is that he was releasing these thumbnail snapshots of maybe characters or certain gameplay aspects that weren't meant to be seen in Borderlands 3, and he was charging, not he was charging, but his subscribers, his $5 a month subscribers to his YouTube channel were the ones getting this information. I think that's where he hit the legal problem, because if he simply gave this out, it's public access, the stuff wasn't hidden behind a firewall, he and thousands of the people got access to it. I think the problem was that he was revealing these secret thumbnails of what the game looked like to his subscribers. This is conjecture on my part. I don't have this confirmed, but I think that's where the legal problems of that begin. So a thread here by someone asking our opinions on that. And you know what? They're calling for a boycott. Very tough to boycott Take-Two Interactive and Borderlands 3. And I said in a post up there, I said, listen, I'm really looking forward to this game. I'm not boycotting this game. And hell, I'm not boycotting Rockstar. Rockstar's done a great job in GTA 5 and GTA 6. Red Dead Redemption, come on. So I don't know how effective a boycott will be, but it is important that gamers do get their voices heard, that this kind of treatment of a YouTuber and fellow gamer, this guy Submato, is a diehard Borderlands fan. For 7 years, he's been playing only Borderlands. And basically, gamers standing up for him saying, yeah, you can't treat people like this. This is a no-go. So they're trying to boycott this as a boycott Take-Two hashtag trending on Twitter. And we'll see what comes of it. I mean, the boycott itself, nothing will happen. But give me your opinions if you follow the story. What do you think is going to happen here with Take-Two? They've definitely overstepped their boundaries on this. And the question is, how much pushback will there be, and will it do anything? Give me your comments below. Curious to hear what you have to say about that. There were some other good topics I want to touch on here. Obviously, yeah, this is a big one, and this is just a rehash of an old thread about violence in video games. Unfortunately, the two shootings in El Paso and Ohio just this past week, back-to-back shootings, were terrible. And you know, we don't discuss politics, and we try to keep away from the topic of politics. That was pretty good, you have to admit. And the most frustrating part about this is, you know, the NRA, and this has been their go-to for all the shootings, is video games. Video games made you violent. You played video games, and now you're violent. And everyone, who believes this? I mean, maybe your grandpa does. But it's so ridiculous. And once again, video games being blamed for the violence we've seen in El Paso. What a bunch of nonsense. You know, there's no easy solution to it. And to say video games are the problem, what a stupid way to try short-circuit this conversation. You know, we've tried to avoid getting too political with this, but let me hear your opinions below. I know this is a hot topic right now, so let me know if you want to discuss this below. We can exchange a couple of words about that. And moving on to the final segment here, and I haven't done this in a long time. Please forgive me, guys, but the donations, and you guys have been extremely generous, and I want to give a shout out to everyone. Let's go all the way back to May here. Everyone who's donated since May. Your donations on both the forums here and my Patreon. Patreon, guys, I'm going to give a shout out after this, have been so important in getting us to continue doing this. Now, none of us thought, not me, when I started this, that we'd be still in an alpha 4-star citizen this long. And your donations have made a massive difference, not only funding our servers, but in really just keeping everything going and incentive to keep on doing this. So I want to give a shout out to every single person since May that's donated through the forums. Dry Con, 20 bucks, thank you. Anonymous for 5, thank you. Dweeger for 25. Beer and Pizza, absolutely thank you, sir. Little Joe for 20, much appreciated. Rear Intruder for 5, saying he paid to destroy. Okay, I said I had nude photographs of him, that's why. Inside joke there. Zappa Weissman, 07 to you, 10 bucks, thank you very much. Deroth for 20, Covalent for 5, Garrick Duval for 10, August for 10, thank you. Murdering Psycho for 10, Vaverick for 50, thank you very much, Space Monkey. Jangmo for another 1, every cent counts, thank you, Jangmo. Agrath for 10, yes, it did go for beer. Covalent again for another 5, August for another 10, Garrick Duval for another 10, Red Baron for 20, Rear Intruder once again for 5. Conversion rates with the British pound. Oh, I don't know. Your British pound's looking kind of shaky with Brexit there. It's possibly the last time Rear Intruder's going to donate. Standard Dev with 20. Thank you very much, guys. Much appreciated. Now, you Patreon guys, I cannot. Now, I don't say this enough, I know, but I cannot thank you enough for your ongoing support. Some of you have been there from the very, very beginning. There have been times where things have been very tight. I had 2 kids in pre-K, and it's expensive. Those of you with the kids know how it is. And those donations and the Patreon backers have made a massive, massive difference over the years in helping us get to this point. So guys, I now don't say it enough, but thank you very much for your ongoing support. Really appreciate it. If you'd like to become a Patreon backer, link is below as always. And with that, I think let's call that quits for now. There's a lot more to talk about. But drop me your comments below. As always, drop me a like, subscribe, comment. That helps the channel out. I appreciate that. Now, I know I said watch till the end of it because there'll be something interesting. Did I lie about that? Sorry, guys, I lied. There's nothing happening at the end. But you guys, welcome once again. Drop by Discord. And as always, subscribe, like, and I'll see you in the next one.